Hey there, welcome to another episode of Start Today. You know, we've got more than 130,000 members in our Facebook group, and they're full of individuals just like you who motivate and support one another. And one of the most amazing things is how willing all of us are willing to share our personal stories. Never too late to join this movement. Just scan the QR code and become a part of the 430,000 folks who subscribe to our newsletter and get the jump start you need to improve your health. On this special episode, we're going to highlight some members from our community and see those health transformations firsthand. So let's get to it. This is Start Today. Let's begin with three women who formed an incredible bond thanks to our Start Today Facebook group. Christy Pham, Pam Dorsey, and Doreen Fox each joined our community with the same goal, to work towards a healthier lifestyle. But what they didn't expect? A lifelong friendship. They have cheered each other on from a distance and finally got the chance to meet in person. Here's a look at their story and the moment they met for the first time.
I don't even refer to them as my Start Today friends anymore. These are just my friends.
They've made me so much better.
We can tell each other our secrets and we know they're not going to go anywhere.
What's unique about this friendship? Well, for one thing, Christy Pham, Pam Dorsey, and Doreen Fox live hundreds of miles away from each other. The other thing? Well, they've never met, at least not in person, that is. They each joined our Start Today Facebook group last summer, looking to make a change in their lives.
I knew that I wanted to be a happier, healthier Pam.
A massive transformation that started with just one little walk out my door.
I'm more positive about myself.
After connecting through the comments section in the group, they have come to lean on each other while carving their own special niche, like Pam's daily posts of encouragement.
Pam is the sunshine rock star of the group.
Happy dance, happy dance.
She sings her messages. It just lights up your day.
When Pam took a break from social media during a bout with COVID, Christy stepped up and sent one of her infamous care packages.
I call it my happy meal because when I see it, I was like, okay, Christy sent me some happy meal.
If I'm having a bad day, she gets a card right out to me.
And when a caring voice is needed, that's the call to Doreen.
Doreen is an incredible friend. She probably is the reason why I was able to change my life, because she saw me when I couldn't see myself.
That is how she motivates and inspires.
From strangers to a circle of friends, this Start Today group now coming together for the first time in Studio 1A.
We told each other, no mascara that day because tears are going to be crying.
That is so
Oh my gosh.
beautiful.
So Christy, we've made you guys wait in separate places. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Pam, Doreen, come on in. Here
There's
they come.
one coming from one direction.
All right.
Okay, and there's
Okay,
another coming
there's
from
Pam.
another direction.
Over here.
Kristen!
Oh,
Oh my God! We have a trio.
come on in.
We have
Come
another.
on in.
We have another.
One more.
Oh, there's the girl. Look at your face to face. I can't believe it. I don't want to intrude. Okay. Wait, do we need you to sit? Okay,
Here,
come
come on,
over
take
here.
a
Come
seat.
sit. Let me
Careful.
scoot over.
Here.
This is amazing. Oh my God. Like
Don't separate us.
This
We've
is
been separated
no,
long
we
enough.
won't separate you anymore.
This is it.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
what are you thinking? What does it
Oh
feel like to
my
be
goodness.
together for the first time?
We feel like family already, but to see them in person and to be able to touch on
You've kept us apart for the last
words can't
Tell me
describe.
something. Where do the tears come from? You guys come from different parts of the country. You just met over, walking.
Yes.
Where are the tears from?
Our hearts. Yes.
Great, wonderful people, where we've come from, what we struggled through, and where we are now, thanks to the Start Today program.
What has it meant to be part of this group? I mean, you guys obviously have formed this bond, but it's such a bigger group. I go on, I'm scrolling, I'm seeing these messages and this encouragement. Pam, I've watched you.
When you commented on my video the first time, I was like, oh my God. Uncle Al knows me. I'm famous.
He mentioned my dogs, and the other day, Trisha mentioned me, and he had my pictures up there. My husband and I are watching. I'm like, oh my gosh, the lives that we've changed just by posting our positive positive attitudes with each other.
It's everything.
And you guys have done it. That's the amazing thing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
You know, I think we want to make this morning even better. You know, we want to bring in another Start Today member you might recognize, our leader, Stephanie Mansour. Stephanie, come on in. And they're up again.
Here, come on in, Stephanie. Come to the couch. Did I not get the pink memo?
Everybody.
Steph, do you want to say anything to these women?
You know, I am so incredibly proud of like, the three of you, and not only for transforming your lives, but you have encouraged thousands of other members, other Today Show viewers, to encourage and change their own lives. And as your trainer and coach, that's like the best thing I could ever ask for. Not only are you making a change for yourself, but once you take that time and put yourself first, you have that ripple effect. I'm so excited to meet you in person.
Oh, this is great. I got to tell you, that was amazing. And it's always great seeing our Start Today group bringing folks together. Well, up next, we've got an inspiring woman who took charge of her life after an unexpected wake-up call. Plus, another community member who embarked on her own health journey. And she's going to share some great advice how we can all do it too. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Start Today. We're continuing to highlight folks who have made incredible transformations and taken control of their health. Monica Poole joined our community after an unexpected wake-up call about her health. From that point, she committed to a better lifestyle. Everything changed when she shifted her approach to food and fitness by taking small steps to improve her health. Monica recently stopped by Studio 1A to share her progress with us. But first, here's a look at her journey.
My health journey kicked off in January of 2022. The catalyst was when my brother needed a kidney donor, and my health prevented me from being a candidate. I was overweight, I had high cholesterol, and I was pre-diabetic. I decided to meet with a nutritionist who suggested the Mediterranean diet might be a sustainable lifestyle change for me. I had been a yo-yo dieter for most of my life. In addition to changing my eating habits and tracking my food for mindful eating, I started walking approximately 7,000 steps throughout the day. I lost 20 pounds by the summer of 2022, but then my weight plateaued. That's when Start Today became part of my journey, giving me the community I needed to keep going. I keep moving all day with additional walking, weightlifting, and my latest endeavor, yoga. Start Today helped me lose an additional 40 pounds. I'm full of energy and I'm more productive at work. When I was overweight, I wanted to fade into the background. Now I want to be seen.
All right, well, let's see. Monica is here with us this morning. Monica, come on out. All right.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
We're so happy for you.
Thanks for coming in. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. I got to give you a hug.
Oh, please, absolutely. Come on in.
I've
Bring
watched
it
you
in.
forever.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
See you. Make yourself at home.
Thank you
So first of all, before we get into your story, how's your brother doing?
Well, he's still waiting. He's on the kidney list. He's O positive. So if you know anything about kidney donors, that's the longest list. His name's Zach Douglas, and I am. We're just all waiting.
Just waiting.
Yeah.
And did you reach your goal of getting healthy enough to become a kidney donor?
I did. I worked with Cleveland Clinic, Florida, and they were excellent as far as educating me on what I needed to do to be healthy as a kidney donor, as well as staying healthy for the rest of my life. And that was really the aha moment, because with yo-yo dieting, I was always focused on just losing the weight.
Right.
And Cleveland Clinic, Florida really just drilled it in that this is a lifetime commitment. Right. But unfortunately, they found an underlying health issue I had that I wasn't even aware of. So I was denied.
Well, but on the upside, you know now.
But it changed my life. So it's kind of ironic that I started this journey to give to others. And the journey actually gave to me and changed my life.
That's great.
What do you think were the biggest reasons that you struggled before this journey?
I really think it was a perspective. I was like, oh, you know, I just have to lose the weight. It's all about the diet. It's all about the scale.
Yeah.
And this round, I was like, no, it's all within my control.
Right.
They recommended the Mediterranean diet, which I found to be very easy to follow. I also tracked what I ate, so it was mindful eating. And I took steps. I had this goal, but I focused on the daily steps that actually made the difference. So now it's not about the scale. It just magic happens. When you focus on what you can do every day that's within your control, the magic happens, and it's still happening.
Yeah. So we're coming up on vacation season, spring break, then summer vacations. So how do you maintain, you know, the regiment that you have now when you're traveling, when you're, you know, do you have cheat days? I mean, how do you make it work?
Well, it's hard when you travel, but I just went on a cruise with my family, my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law, and we just kept walking in the morning. And Start Today is actually really inspirational because every day you see people walking. And I'm happy to report I didn't gain a single pound back.
Wow.
And
On a cruise? That's a feat.
That's amazing.
That's a feat.
And I mean, I wasn't perfect, but that's the other thing. This is the lifestyle.
Still vacation too. You want to enjoy your life.
And really quickly, Monica, because a lot of folks, it's taking that first, it's starting today. For folks who are trying to think, they're just so overwhelmed. What's your one takeaway?
Focus on what you can do today. Have a goal, an eating goal and a moving goal. For the eating goal, focus on fruits and vegetables. Get more in your diet. For the moving goal, just start moving. And when I first started, I would take 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. I would break it up through the day. I mean, now I walk an hour and a half every morning, and it's nothing. But it took me a year to get there. So,
and you did get there. That's the takeaway.
And this past weekend, we walked 20 miles here in New York City.
Oh my goodness! Good for you.
Well, Monica, thank you. You're an inspiration. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We are so proud of Monica. Her story is a great example of how you take those small steps, end up with a big impact. Well, coming up, a community member who's changing her life one step at a time. And then later, how a second chance at life shifted a woman's perspective on health and fitness. We'll be right back. We're back with more Start Today. Last year, Trisha Woods Meadow set a big goal for herself, walking 10,000 steps every day. And like many of us, that pandemic, well, it flipped her daily walks to work upside down. Then knee surgery set her back even further. But she was inspired to take charge of her health after she came across our Start Today Facebook group. Well, since then, Trisha has transformed her life and even reversed her pre-diabetes. Check out her story and the tips she shared on the third hour to help others kickstart their own journeys.
Years I made excuses about why working out wasn't for me. By 2022, I was out of shape, at my highest weight ever, and in pain from arthritis and a torn meniscus. Plus, once the pandemic hit, my walks at work turned into me sitting at home. I knew I needed to make a change, but I never felt motivated enough to do it on my own. So I called my cousin Anthony, and we decided we'd hold each other accountable to walk every day, sending our step counts back and forth to motivate each other. A few months later, I came across a Today Show story about Doreen Fox, who lost weight by walking around inside her house. I was walking around my house too. I read that Doreen was part of the Start Today community, so I figured I'd give the group a try myself. As I continued to focus on improving my health, I scheduled a routine physical with my doctor where I found that I was pre-diabetic. I was scared to tears, and I knew that letting myself go further was not an option. I immediately bumped up my step goal to 10,000 steps a day, and I aimed to increase my goal by 500 to 1,000 steps each month. At home, I focused on portion control and I increased my water intake. My work had only begun, and I was excited to see where the journey would take me.
All right, well, that is Trisha's story,
Yes.
but we have her here with us this morning. Trisha, come
on out.
Hey!
All right.
Oh, my hey!
Come this way, around this way.
Yeah, we'll go around this way.
Yes.
Wow. It's so nice to meet
meet you.
So nice to meet you. Come.
Congratulations.
Yay, no, don't cry.
Don't cry. No, or Uncle Al. I like
I
that.
mean, tears are okay.
My gosh.
Yes.
So, Trisha, this is what a great transformation. What a wonderful story. And I think, like a lot of us, there are different reasons for you taking that first step, no pun intended. So what was it for you?
Well, for me, it was, I had just recently learned that two people that I knew growing up had passed away, and one was complications of diabetes, the other one was heart disease. And we were the same age, and I'm like, I don't want to have RIP next to my name at 50 years old, And then my mom, who's 70, she was just walking me out the box, right? And I'm like, Mom, I'm 70 years old and she's walking better than me. So I got on the phone, like I said, with my cousin, and we talked about it. And I'm just like, he's like, what are we going to do? I said, I got to get this weight off. I know what I need to do, but I don't have the motivation to do it. But we just jumped out there and we started doing it. We set our goals, and I haven't stopped since. Today is 280 for me.
Oh my God,
280 days of walking.
Wow.
Way to go.
Patricia, you look absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
So a lot of us
But you got a glow,
and
too.
you do. You really do. So a lot of people watching, and a lot of us, and somebody sitting in the seat. You start and you're doing well, right? But how do you keep it going? I mean, 280 days. Sometimes it's hard for a couple of weeks.
It is hard sometimes. Sometimes it's like, I don't want to do it, but then I have to remember my why.
Your why.
Why am I doing this? I'm doing this for me. I'm taking care of me. Nobody else is going to do this but me. So I just make myself whether I feel good or not, whether I'm hurting or not, I get up and I move every day.
So where are you on your journey now? Are you still... do you still have goals that you're trying to reach? I'm
trying to get to Wonderland, as the Start Today family calls it.
What's Wonderland?
Getting into the 100 pounds.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the 100 pound range. Right now, I'm sitting at 209, so I've lost 65 pounds as today. And I have about 20 pounds to go until I reach my first goal. So... and I'll keep pushing.
Well, Trisha, we are just rooting you on.
Thank you.
Congratulations. It takes a lot of hard work, but you made that first step. Look at you now.
Thank you.
Any tips you want to offer to people at home as far as getting started?
My first tip is to see your doctor, talk it over with your doctor. Even walking can cause hip issues or what have you, but go talk to your doctor first. Schedule that physical so that they can see if any underlying issues are going on. And then make small, realistic goals. You don't want to say, oh, I want to do 10,000 steps, and then you discouraged yourself by not doing as much. So start off with small goals. And just be kind to yourself.
Yeah. Wow. If Stephanie Mansour
calls
in sick, you can fill in for it. Your motivation.
You're very motivational.
Thank you
so much.
That was just incredible. She really believed in herself, and we are still cheering her on. Just ahead, how a heart transplant gave one Start Today community member a second chance at life. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Start Today. This next community member can walk for miles. Now, that's impressive enough, but it's been less than 5 years since her heart transplant surgery. Kathy Augustine is one of the 130,000 folks in our Start Today community. She visited Studio 1A back in February to tell us about her remarkable journey, and then joined me and Today Fitness contributor Stephanie Mansour for a heart-healthy workout.
I was 27 years old and teaching kindergarten when I got sick with what I thought was a bad cold. It went on for weeks and I continued to get weaker. My mother insisted I get a chest x-ray. That's when the doctors discovered I had cardiomyopathy, a disease that changes the way the heart functions. I was rushed to the hospital for emergency open heart surgery 5 years ago. And then my heart stopped. After being revived, I lived with a heart-pumping device called an LVAD for 6 months. Then I received a life-saving heart transplant. I had to learn how to walk again and used walking as a means to recover. My favorite place to walk is at Universal Studios. I joined the Start Today Walking Challenge last June because of its inspiring community.
We're here at Universal Orlando.
And in November of last year, I was able to be one of the walkers.
Here we go!
Alongside Al Roker and Stephanie Mansour at Universal. Since my surgery, I've lost 120 pounds and walked a 5K for Donate Life. I continue to walk to keep my heart strong.
Now let's meet her. Kathy Augustine, come on out. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. That's fantastic, Kathy. Nice to see you. And of course, look at that. That is crazy. What a transformation. Well, we've got Stephanie Mansour, our Today Fitness contributor here. Kath, come on over. Good morning to both of you. It is so good to see you. So first of all, how are you feeling? How are you doing with your new heart?
I feel great. Every day's a new day.
And now there was a point, I understand, you had to relearn how to walk. How difficult was that?
I literally could not, I was in the hospital for 2 months and I couldn't stand, I couldn't walk. I had to go to rehab and physically learn how to get up and move my feet, and I just had to do that after my LVAD surgery.
How important was that for your heart health, your recovery?
It was crucial because I needed to get walking and get active, and my heart needed to get healthy.
And you mentioned our Start Today Walking Club became part of your life.
Yes, I joined in June of 2022, and I've just been a member and I've seen all the motivational stories and everything. Stephanie's been motivational, you've been motivational on your videos. Everything is just great because of every day there's new posts about how much people have walked or how much things people have been motivated.
So Steph, we think about, it's Valentine's Day in February, heart and emotion, but it's also about health.
That's right. A lot of people think about cardio exercise when it comes to their heart health, and that is extremely important. We've got our walking challenge, but in addition, for this month, for Heart Healthy Month, we are focusing on strength training, and that's because research actually shows when you combine cardio with strength training, you get more benefits for your heart than if you were just to do cardio exercise. And that's because we know building lean muscle mass helps us to speed up the metabolism, burn more calories, and therefore help us maintain a healthy weight.
All right, so you talk about upper body exercise.
Yes, so we're going to start off with some upper body exercises. Okay. So we're going to grab these dumbbells. I recommend starting kind of light, 3 pounds, and then go up from there. Okay. So what we're going to do first is the W exercise. Okay. So I really want you to connect emotion this month. Our Heart Healthy Month. Feel like a winner as you go up into that W and then bring it back down. We're opening wide on this diagonal and then coming down to the shoulders. Abs pull in. Feel that, Kathy? Yep. Yeah, working the upper body and the shoulders. And then the next upper body exercise is a V for victory. Okay. So I want you to feel victorious as you do your workout. If you're sitting at home wondering, oh gosh, I don't know if I can do these with the weights, that's okay. Put the weights down and just do this for some shoulder mobility.
And how many reps do you do?
10 repetitions, and then we move on to the next exercise.
Okay. Next exercise?
Yep. Now I'm going to show us goddess pose. So we're all going to unleash that inner goddess here. Even you, Al. Yeah. So opening wide into a wide leg open toe squat. We're going to lower down, abs in tight, knees out to the sides, and then stand up, squeeze the glutes at the top. Good. So we lower down. That inner goddess is unleashing here. Stand up and working the quads, the hip flexors, and even the hamstrings. Now the next exercise is a warrior 2. So Kathy, obviously you are such a warrior. Al, you've been through so much. You're a warrior as well. What I want you to do is open the legs here into a warrior 2 position. Good. Knee over the ankle. Good. Turn. Yes, exactly, Al. Perfect. Abs in. We bend the knee over the ankle and then we press to stand up. So this is a dynamic yoga pose actually that we turn into a strength training exercise. So if you're at home wondering, okay, how can I unleash my inner warrior? Maybe you've been through some health issues. Maybe you're just having a hard time getting started this year. Scan that QR code on your screen. Join our Start Today community. People like Kathy, myself, you, Al, we're motivating you every step of the way.
Kathy, Steph, thank you so much. Big thank you to our community members for sharing their stories with us. We hope it's inspiring you to embrace your own health journey. And don't forget, our online community is growing by the day. Scan that QR code to sign up for a daily dose of information and motivation in our Start Today newsletter and connect with other folks on the same mission to get healthy. And that wraps up this episode of Start Today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Today All Day. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.